Hello, welcome to another Minifig Monday. Sorry for the delay in these. And I wanted to do General Grievous for so long. But there's some little mishaps that prevented me from doing him earlier. So here he is. This is the white variant. So this is I guess this is the most modern version of Grievous. So, if you get a set with him now, you'll get this version. But there's also, of course, the original Grievous, which was it was there. It was the thing. It was kind of cool, but it was really janky. It was all white. Um, and there's also the tan version of this mold. So the Clone Wars specific tan version, which was released in 2 sets back in the 2010 era. So, if you're wondering, that was the Malevolence and the Grievous Starfighter from 2010. And this version comes from the General Grievous Combat Speeder. So that's a more recent set. This one's really awesome. I love Grievous as a minifigure, although technically he's not really a minifigure. It's kind of complicated. So I'll give you a 360 at least as much as I can, because he's got the lightsabers there. So here he is. He's very cool. He's a very intimidating figure. Now, I'm not going to be able to spin him all the way around because of his lightsabers, but I'll just rotate him this way. You can see he's definitely not a traditional minifigure. He's much more... as he falls over. But he's not... let me bring a minifigure here. Forlom, I just happen to have him handy. So this is an actual minifigure of Lego proportions, and Grievous is not that. You can see he's very specifically molded, like his pieces are very specific to him, which is great. Because why would you want a traditional minifigure of him? It'd just be weird. Like, it wouldn't be Grievous, it would just be this weird thing. So he's technically a buildable figure, not really. I mean, you build him, of course. So I've got another minifigure here, IG-88, so that's the closest thing I have to Grievous, I guess, as a figure. And, yeah, that's that. This version's awesome. I love the bright white, although Grievous has never really been this white. I guess in the original Clone Wars from 2003, he was like all white, but I guess this version could be that one. I feel like we haven't gotten the perfect Grievous minifigure yet. It's close, but not quite. Just the coloring is off. I think we should get somewhere in the mix of a tan and a white. So we've got tan on one side, white on the other. Kind of make a color in between, and then that will be the perfect color. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but oh well. It's kind of weird because Grievous is a very popular character from the Clone Wars and from the prequel trilogy, but he doesn't get a lot of set appearances. Like, he shows up in 2 modern sets. That's lame. I don't know why they every time they release Grievous, it's in 1 set, a whopping 1. Like, why is it so hard to get this figure for people? I don't understand. He's popular enough, I don't know, but okay. He's got the 2 lightsabers, which are great. I have him here with 2, but you can actually equip him with 4, of course. But I just chose to keep him with 2. He does have the 4 arms, which are not on him, but they can actually go here and here on his regular arms. So he does have printing. It's a little hard to see, but it's on his chest plate right here, right there. And he's got the printing on the most on his face, or his head. So it's got these sunken eyes with the yellow reptilian look, and he's got the breathing apparatus and the 2 what are those? The 2 lines, and also these silver circles, or half circles, I guess. And there's not much else. There's printing on all of his arms on the outside here. That's nice. And there's the back of him, which is pretty boring. It's not that exciting, but it's really cool to see his inner workings. You can almost see the inside of his back, which is cool. And it does have some articulation. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. I mean, it could be better. Specifically in the head. I feel like the head, we should be able to rotate it left and right. But no, you can only do it up and down. So if I go like this, up and down, that's really it. That's kind of limiting, but okay. There's his arms that can move up and down, and when you have his forearms, those can move up and down as well, and so I guess left to right as well. So his articulation is limiting. It's limiting for sure, but I mean, just look how cool he looks. I mean, that just makes up for it, I think. Maybe? No? Anyway. Here are his feet. His feet can move up and down, or his legs, and his feet actually have studs on the bottom, so that's why he's sticking to this platform. And so he is Lego. It's just not the Lego that we're used to, because it's like a new figure, right? I think I like the white version better than the tan a little more. Maybe it's nostalgia because I grew up with the 2003 Clone Wars, not the 2008, but I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying I personally grew up watching the original 2D series, so that Grievous is, I have attachment to that version. Let's just say that. But he's a great figure. I just wish he was released more, because he's one of my favorite just characters of all time from Star Wars. Why don't we get him more? Like, why? Like, it's just, it's a little bit frustrating, particularly for me, because I've always loved this character. So I guess the latest set that came out was the Grievous Starfighter, which I still haven't gotten at this point, because, the price. Oh, I hate that price. Anyway, yeah, this figure's great. It's awesome. It's fun. It's cool. Maybe they can make some changes in the future. Maybe like give him a cape or bring back his Magna Guards. That would be nice. Or something else to maybe spice it up. But I think for now, this is probably the best Grievous we're gonna get for a long while, and I'm fine with that. If they don't change it, great. If they do change it, cool. If they change it completely, cool. I mean, I'm good with anything they do with Grievous. Pretty much at this point. And yeah, maybe they could bring the tan version back. I don't know. Do something. But I think for the most part, the production quality is pretty good here. And it's Lego. It looks kind of like it. You can see on the side of his arm. So yeah, I just wish he was in more sets, and then more people could get him, and it wouldn't be so expensive. But yeah, that's what I think of old Grievous. Actually, that isn't even his real name. Yeah, nope. Grievous is not his actual name. But that's a story for another time. Not going to spoil that for you. But yeah, there's not much to talk about. It's just him. He's there. It's a thing. He's a figure. So I guess we can call him a build-it figure. He is a minifigure, but he's way more fragile, because he's not like this, where it's just like a solid Lego figure. It's more just like a specialized figure. They had knocked it out of the park. It looks great. So yeah, that's him. That's General Grievous for you. I'll probably go more in depth with him maybe in figure thoughts videos. Actually, I think one is already up. I'm pretty sure. I do have some sets with him, like at least 3 of them. So yeah, that's cool. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. And let me know, do you have this version of the General? Do you want to see an update? Do you think this is the best Grievous we have? Or do you like the tan version better? Let me know. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And I will see you in the next one, which will be pretty fun. and I'll see you then. Take care. Have an awesome day.